Hello my angry nerds, this is Fanboy and welcome to your daily dose of Starcraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today's game is going to be something of a flashback, if you call it that. I am actually casting a DreamHack game from last year, aka 2015. Why? Because one, I wanted to take a look at both of these players, and two, I just wanted to, so I did. So shoot me. Let me introduce the players to you and tell you why I want to actually watch these guys. In the bottom right-hand corner, you have the blue Protoss, PtitDrogo. I'm going to call him Drago. He is French, and I have been well known to horribly mispronounce French names, whether that is in StarCraft or in real life. I don't speak French. I've been to France, I just don't speak French. So I'm going to call him Drago. And his opponent today is going to be, technically going to be in the bottom left-hand corner as our Red Baron. It is Happy. Yes, Happy. Let's start off by explaining Happy to you guys. And as I do this, I'll make sure to catch as much action as possible. Happy has a CC and is building 3 barracks. That's quite a bit, actually. Happy, you may think, oh, this is Happy. No, this is not the original Happy. The original Happy, as I call him, retired. The guy that you saw pretty much originally on, he made a name for himself and then Husky casted one of his games and then kind of took off from there. He is actually retired. This Happy is Korean, I want to say, and has been playing since, he's been around for quite a while. He's just not been as well known. But I wanted to see his gameplay, and so I'm casting it as well as watching it. And in the bottom right-hand corner, you have PtitDrogo, or Drago, as I call him. He is something of a kind of, he wasn't around, and then he was around, at least in the larger picture. He is French. Back in 2015, actually, back in 2014, he was a known French player to play a lot of Cups online, especially in the EU part of the world, because he is from the EU. So he did not qualify for WCS back in 2014. He came pretty much to a head in 2015, where he qualified for WCS by defeating none other than Snoot to get into WCS. And he also participated in DreamHack, and this is what this VOD is from. This is DreamHack 2015. He did very well in DreamHack. He did very well in WCS. He's won some smaller, what I call smaller cups, at least in my mind. But yeah, I wanted to see both of these guys play, so this is what I am doing. So let's see. Back when DreamHack was going on, Adepts were still extremely powerful. So we're going to see that right now for the most part. Happy has 2 bunkers in his main. This is why. a large amount of what you call disruptors can kill a lot of things. And these bunkers are kind of trapping these guys in here, but are also allowing them to basically make pot shots at the CC. So all mining has pretty much stopped for Happy at his natural. These adepts are most likely going to escape by using their shadow building. Yeah, maybe not. They're just kind of just sitting here doing not much of anything. As soon as Drago thinks he's in danger, he will leave. And that's what he's going to do. Hopefully he'll not suicide all of his adepts. Because running into these two bunkers is not a real smart idea. So he's most likely going to shadow out. And there he goes. He's going to shadow out and kind of say, okay, I've pretty much done enough damage to your economy that I can leave now. And Happy gets right back to mining. He did lose quite a few units. If we could take a look at that, he lost 9 workers. So, I mean, that's semi-significant in this late or very early period of this game. But you have more adepts. Because of this warp prism, these adepts can be used very easily. But there is a liberator out. This liberator can chase down this warp prism pretty easy. He's not going to like 3-shot him or anything, but he's going to chase this warp prism completely out of Happy's base. And if Drago is not paying attention to this warp prism, he's going to lose this warp prism. But I don't think that is a thing that's going to happen. Blink is being researched, and also Thermal Lance is being researched. I don't think I've actually seen a Protoss use Colossus in any type of game in a very long time. And when I saw this replay, I was like, I'm just going to cast it because there's a Protoss using Colossus. There are other things, but I mean, hell, you don't get Colossus very often. It looks like Happy wants to poke up the ramp of Drago's base, and this is not going to be all that great for Happy. Happy's going to have to get the world on out of here. Thermal Lance is almost here, and the first Colossus is out. There is a Marine back here preventing Drago from securing a third, but it doesn't look like Drago wants to secure a third anytime soon. I don't blame him. I think he should go out and poke a little bit. And while he does that, there's no kind of crime at getting a third like he doesn't. But there are 2 bunkers at the top of this ramp. Not the greatest idea in the entire world to poke up there. There is a liberator at the front door, so he would be risking a lot with the tiny little army that he has to poke up that ramp. And I don't think Drago's going to do that. Seeing this replay and seeing a couple other games of his, he's a very intelligent player. He knows when to engage and when not to engage. I know Drago and Happy have played each other before, and he's also played Puck. He's played quite a few players, and he is on My Insanity. So he's not a bad player at all. Happy, I think, is teamless at the moment. Has been for a while. So both of these players are kind of making a name for themselves. Happy is... when I saw Happy originally, I'm like, ooh, it's Happy. What I call the original Happy. And I was very quickly disappointed that, no, Happy's still in retirement. This guy has been around for a while, but he's definitely no Happy. not to insult him in any way, but he's not happy. It looks like High Templar are out. That means, is Storm already done? No, Storm has not been researched. But upgrades across the board for Drago are happening. Nothing done quite yet. 1-1 is on its way. And he did get the upgrade for the Adepts that increase their shields, I think. Yeah, increase their shields. That upgrade's not very used very often, so you can't blame me. But it looks like Happy likes his Liberators. Likes his Liberators a lot, too. And he's going to use those Liberators for pretty much defense. By locking this whole thing down via Liberators, if Drago's going to come in here, he's going to lose a lot. And with the Thermal Lance, he can just, Drago can say, hold position, and basically say, you know, I'm going to take out as many workers and as many stuff as humanly possible, including this factory. If that factory is not careful, it's going to burn down. But the Liberator defense, I haven't really seen before. Most of the time when I see Liberators used, it's 1 for harassment use, or 2 for a defensive unit, a supporting unit, and not a, hey, this is going to be our main line of defense type of situation. And that's basically what it is a main containment. The only thing I see that's a huge problem is there are gaps. There are ginormous gaps in this Liberator defense. Drop moving out, we're going to keep an eye on it. But for the most part right now, the factory is burning down from Happy, but Drago he's contained Happy. He hasn't done a whole lot of damage to Happy. But Storm is coming. He has High Templar in here somewhere. I just don't know where. But, yeah. He's got a 4th, looks like. Yeah, he's got a 4th. High Templar over here just to make sure there's no pesky Marine or whatever shenanigans go on. Skating goes down on the army of Drago. Drago is being kind of cautious. He wants to stay far enough away from Happy that his units don't get lured into a trap. But here comes a drop from Happy that, ooh, those storms look pretty dang good. But it's not going to, that storm is not going to be enough to clean this whole entire thing up. One medevac is almost completely and utterly dead. But will this Nexus fall? Oh, yes, it does fall. It does fall. Just the last few Marines take that Nexus out completely. So right now they are even in bases currently. A small Marine and Marauder pocket at the Watchtower get pretty much annihilated. But yeah, it's an interesting mix where you have both these players are skilled enough that they're like, okay, if you're over there, I'm going to be over here and poke you to death. And when you have that Liberator is dead, that Liberator did not follow orders and kind of went out on its own. But scans going down, for the most part, all over the place. But it looks like Drago wants to go in, but no! 2 storms go out and kill quite a bit. But see how powerful a Liberator is? A Liberator can 2-shot an Archon. That's insane. But look at this, look at this ring of defense that Happy has with Liberators. It's insane. I mean, the only real opening... Ooh! Drago does find an opening, gets it. The Liberators were moving out of position and are very slow setting up. So he's going to lose... Drago's going to lose a lot, but that Zealot's pretty much dead. He's going to lose a lot, but he's got a lot at the same time. But it just looks like Drago wants to just poke and poke and poke and poke and poke. Meanwhile, Drago has reestablished his fourth, and Happy wants to do the same, while making it a planetary fortress to just be safe. But there's just so many Liberators to go around. There's not enough to defend everything, so they have to be pulled out whatsoever. That Colossus got way too close. Tempests are here. Tempests are, well, the Liberators' sworn enemies. Because of their range, they have enough of a range to take out Liberators from a good distance. But Storm on the SCVs, always fun to watch. But more Storms on the main army. You have High Templar being transformed into Archons, but being shot down for the most part from the Liberators. But the Tempest Cloud is getting quite big. So all the Liberators in the world is not going to help you with a ton of, well, Tempests that can shoot from a long range. I remember when the Tempests were first unveiled and they had this ridiculous range. It was insane. But Drago wants to take out this fort. He needs to take out this fort. If you can take out the fort of Happy, it's pretty much game over. As long as he doesn't lose a base himself, if he takes out this fort, it's pretty much curtains for Happy. So here comes the final engagement. The CC is being targeted down. He wants to kill this CC. He wants to kill the planetary fortress. And he does get it. He gets the CC. He gets the planetary fortress. Happy is now forced to withdraw and get into another defensive position on his ramp, and he wants to take out this whole entire army. If he can do that, he wins. But the only thing that is kind of, well, bad for Happy is Drago can keep reinforcing because he has the money, because he has the fourth base. He's getting a fifth. But Happy is kind of stuck with the composition that he has. He has to kill off this army and push for Drago's base, or it's game over. And it looks like Happy wants to go for it. Storms do come out in chains, and they're just decimating this army. And Happy does GG. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a thumbs up. If you have any criticism or positive feedback, please leave it down in my comment section. I could use any and all feedback. All feedback is welcome in my world, good or bad. If you haven't subscribed, please do that. It helps me out a ton. Leave a like, leave a comment, do all of it. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.